What's going on, guys? This is your captain speaking. Got some NBA 2K17 gameplay for you. 2v2 action in the park. Running with some randoms. I got two gameplays back to back, and both of these guys are just randoms. Just a backdrop for you. I know it's been a while. It's been about 2 weeks since I last posted. I know it's been crazy, but like I said, man, I've been crazy busy. I'm not gonna promise anything, but I'm definitely gonna try my best to get more videos out more consistently. It's just got a lot going on, man. But anyway, that's not what I'm here to talk about. Here to talk about some NBA action, some real NBA action. I'm talking about the Eastern Conference playoffs. Specifically, what happened last night, Game 7, Boston versus the Celtics versus the Wizards, and a look ahead at the conference finals as well. So let's get into this, man. I've seen the trend, I've watched this morning. I saw ESPN and FS1, and last night, TNT, the guys at TNT, Chuck and Shaq and Kenny and all of them. And there's been a theme in terms of what they're talking about for Game 7. And the main thing really is, one of the main stories is Kelly Olynyk dropping 26, and how surprised everybody is, and how it's the game of his life. He'll never do that again. I remember, the TNT crew especially was making fun of that, and the man bun stuff. And I don't know. I have a different opinion on that. Different from anything I've seen in the national sports media, anyway. For those of you who do not know, I am a Celtics fan. Not Boston sports in general, but just Celtics. And I don't know, watching the game, I didn't think Olynyk's game was this great special thing that he could never do again. I think he's very capable of doing that almost every time he's on the court. I think he's very capable of doing exactly what he did last night. Now, I know a lot of you guys are saying, whoa, what are you talking about? Oh, look at that clean block with the Michael Jackson. But yeah, get back to the discussion. Yeah, what are you talking? He's like, Captain, what are you talking about, man? They dropping 26? No way. And it's not really the point total that I'm talking about. It's more how it happened. Okay? So hear me out here. What is Olynyk known for? If you guys know anything about him, or if you follow, if you've seen him play at all, you know that his specialty is shooting. He's one of the stretch bigs. So especially his shooting. And Washington last night, they basically dared him to shoot, off those pick and rolls, pick and pops. With Isaiah, he was wide open, and he hit all of the shots he hit were either wide open jumpers or wide open layups, with the exception of 3 shots. And those 3 shots were right at the basket. They were heavily contested, but right at the basket. So I don't know. I don't see what the big deal is with that game. I think it was a solid game. I think he had a good game. But I don't think it was anything special that he couldn't do again. I don't think he will do it again. I'm not saying he's going to drop 26 and average 26 for the rest of the playoffs. What I'm saying is, I think he's very capable if a team plays him just like Washington did, which I don't think the Cavs will. That was let's be real about it, bad defense by Washington. It was. They were leaving him open so many different times. If you look at the 2 threes that he made, he was wide open, nobody even close to him. He went 2 for 6 from 3. That's not great. That's average. That's literally his average. I think his average 3-point percentage for the season is actually better than that, because that's only 33%. I think he shoots 35 or something like that for the season. I don't know. Maybe 38. I don't know what his 3-point percentage is for the season, but I'm pretty sure it's better than 33. So he shot less than the season average from 3, and then he went 10 for 14 overall, which means he went 8 for 8 inside the 3-point line. Again, on all open shots except for those 3. He had 2 contested drive and layups, and then one post up late in the game. He was posting up a la Porter, and he had like a semi-contested like hook / layup out of the post. And Al Porter is smaller than him, but he's really long. He has a large wingspan, so that wasn't the easiest shot, But anyway, so those 3 shots, those contested shots near the paint, I was kind of surprised that he hit. But everything else, I expected him to hit that. He's supposed to be hitting threes if he's wide open, or mid-range jumpers if he's wide open. So I don't know. I just don't see what the big fuss is about that. I think Washington just didn't play him very well. Their plan obviously was to keep the ball out of Isaiah's hands, especially after Isaiah dropped 50 earlier in the series. And they did that, and I guess their plan was to double off of, or help off of Olynyk, and he made them pay that game. So I think that's something that, I don't know, I just don't think it's that surprising to me. But anyway, we're done with that topic. We're going to move on to the conference finals. So Boston's playing Cleveland, as you guys probably already know. And there's a lot of talk about how Cleveland's probably going to sweep Boston, and Boston has no chance and all that stuff. And I'm going to be real with y'all. Like, as a Celtic fan, I don't expect them to win. I think you gotta be, if you're not a biased fan, every fan is biased to some degree. But if you've played basketball, or if you watch basketball and you have any sense about anything, with basketball, I think you know that the Celtics are the underdogs. Like, even if you're a fan, you understand that. Unless you're just totally biased, you can see that. I think most Boston fans will see that and say that as well. But yeah, as a Celtics fan, I don't expect the Celtics to win the series. I do not expect them to get swept though. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, they're just going to get swept just like the Raptors and the Pacers. I don't believe that. I really don't. I don't think they're going to get swept. Don't get me wrong, the Cavs are fully capable of sweeping them. I'm definitely not saying that. But I don't think that they will. I think this first game tomorrow is a real test. We'll see what happens in terms of how locked in the Cavs come out. But I think they have a good chance of stealing a game or two. And it basically comes down, in my opinion, to 3 different categories. All right? So, Boston needs to do these 3 things to make it a series. They need to limit the turnovers. Now, obviously, there are going to be turnovers in the game. That's unavoidable. You cannot go a game without getting any turnovers at all. But those stupid turnovers that lead into those fast break, LeBron alley-oop, off the backboard 360 dunks, we can't have any of that. Like, that can't happen. They can definitely, for sure, they can definitely limit the turnovers to the fact where, to the point where you're just not giving up, those energy-driven fast breaks. That's the key right there. Second thing, offensive rebounds. They need to keep that man Tristan Thompson off the board. I'm telling you. If Tristan Thompson is getting like 5, 6, 7, 8 offensive rebounds a game, it's going to be a blowout. All those games are going to be blowouts. Like, they can't let him, dominate the boards like that. Now, offensive rebounds are going to happen. You're going to get weird bounces sometimes, and it's, that's inevitable. That's going to happen sometimes. But you just got, as long as they're boxing out and controlling what they can control off the rebound, then they'll be fine. Another thing they have to do is they have to all crash the glass. So, like in 2K, if you do Play Now or My Team or anything like that, you have that option to change your rebounding tendencies as a coach, and you could say, everyone get out and run. Some crash the glass, others run, or everybody stay back. All the Celtics need to stay back. Everybody except the person contesting a shot, if it's a jumper, needs to stay back. Guards and forwards included. It just can't be the center down there. Everybody needs to stay back and secure that rebound, because without the rebound, there isn't going to be no fast break. So they really need to do that. And you might say, oh, well, if they do that, they won't be able to score in transition as much. That's fine. The trade-off between Cleveland getting multiple second chance points is worth not scoring in transition as much. It's worth it. It's by far worth it. So they definitely need to do that. So that's my second key. My last key for the Celtics to make this, make this a series is they need to protect the paint. No easy dunks from LeBron again, like tomahawking it. Or Kyrie Irving getting wide open layups or any no wide open layups or dunks. That's the thing. Everything at the rim has to be contested, and you have to make them work for it. Regardless of, they have to do whatever it takes to make sure that happens. Turn LeBron into a jump shooter. He can beat you that way. He definitely can. But I'd rather see him beat us that way than have him dunking all over everybody. Now, they can do all these things and still lose. But if they don't do any of these things, or if they miss one of these things, they're guaranteed to lose. Like, they're gonna get blown out. Because clearly, Cleveland is just more talented. That's just, everybody knows that. That there's no secret there. But if the Celtics do these three things, again, that's limit the turnovers, limit the offensive rebounds, and limit the points in the paint, they're gonna be fine. They're gonna be in these games. At the very least, the games are gonna be really close. They still might lose if they do these things, but they won't get blown out. That's what they have to do to make this entertaining. And we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's probably going to be it for me on this. Let me know how you guys like this real NBA talk. I don't know. Maybe I might call it that. I'm thinking about talking about the Western Conference. I don't want to promise tomorrow. It might be tomorrow. It might not be until later. But if you want to hear me and my thoughts about the Western Conference and how that's going and who I think is going to win there, then definitely let me know. And I'll do something like that. I might do it off of. I might actually do like a play now, with the teams that I'm talking about, and have that in the backdrop. Yeah, so I'm going to answer that phone real quick. But yeah, I'm definitely thinking about doing that, with the Western Conference. There's so much going on. You got, of course, the Kawhi injury and all the controversy, with Pachulia and and all that stuff going on there. So there's a lot to talk about in that series as well. So, yeah, definitely let me know if you guys are interested in doing that or in hearing me do that. And I'll definitely work on it. And hopefully I can put out a new video before the finals start. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this, little change of pace. 2K17 is winding down. Looking forward to the finals and everything that goes along with that. So if you guys are too, if you guys are actually basketball fans and not only just play 2K, then definitely let me know if you're interested. That's about it for me. I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if you enjoyed it. And yeah, man, I'm out.